Do you know how these 8 angles which are formed are related to each other? In this video, we will learn about that. So, Assalamu alaikum guys, welcome to Noorul Riyazi and this is your mathematics teacher Nooruddin Qureshi. And in this video, we will learn about pair of angles. So, what are pair of angles? So, by definition, when two angles are related to each other algebraically and geometrically, then they are called pair of angles. Because there may be many two angles, but if they are not related to each other, then we will not call them pair of angles. So for calling them pair of angles, those two angles should be algebraically and geometrically related. So for example, if two angles are related by an equation like this, then these angles A and B can be regarded as pair of angles. So now let's see what are the types of pair of angles. So first of all, we have complementary angles, then supplementary angles, opposite or vertical angles, corresponding angles, and alternate angles. So moving ahead, we will discuss all these types in details. So first of all, let's talk about the complementary angles. So if two angles sum up to 90 degree, then they are called complementary angles. So algebraically, the sum should be equal to 90 degree. So these are complementary angles, and geometrically, if two lines are perpendicular to each other and another line intersect from the vertex, so these are the two angles now. So if this one angle is x, another is y, so these are complementary angles because they sum up to 90 degree, or in other words, y can be replaced as 90 minus x because the sum is 90. So if this part is x, the remaining part would be 90 minus x. Now then we have supplementary angles, like complementary angles were adding up to 90 degrees, supplementary angles will be adding up to make 180 degree. So when the sum of two angles is 180 degree, then it is called a supplementary angle. Algebraically, two angles will be adding each other to make 180 degree. So for two lines going into opposite directions, so if another angle is made, so if this part is x, the second part would be y, or y can be replaced as 180 minus x because on a straight line an angle is 180 degree. So if this part is x, the remaining part would be 180 minus x. So these two angles would be supplementary angles of each other. Then we have a concept of opposite vertical angles. So if two lines intersect each other, the angles opposite to each other are called vertical angles. So like this, two lines are intersecting each other. So if this angle is x, this angle will also be x. That means these are following the scissors principles, because like in scissors, if you open the handles, the blades will be opened accordingly. So these two angles will be equal to each other. Now the question arises, so these two angles are the pair. So these two angles are also vertical angles. So if this angle is x, what would be this angle? So now as you can see that this was a complete 180 degree because it was a line. Similarly, if this is a line, it will also be making a complete 180 degree. So if this part is x, so the remaining part would be 180 minus x. And by the definition of the opposite vertical angle, if this is 180 minus x, the other angle will also be 180 minus x. So that means if two lines are intersecting each other, so if you know the one angle, you can easily find out the remaining three angles. Now let's move towards corresponding angles. So now when two lines are crossed or intersect each other by another line which is called a transversal, so the angles in the matching corners are called the corresponding angles. What does it mean? So if two lines which are parallel, if there are arrows like this on two lines, then you can assume that these two lines are parallel. So now if a line which is called a transversal is intersecting both the lines, so these would be the angles which would be formed. So on the upper side we have ABCD and on the lower side we have EFGH. So now this angle and this angle will be equal to each other because these are on the matching corners. So what does it mean? So the left top will be equal to the left top. So this is the left top and this is also the left top. Since two lines are parallel, so these two angles will be equal to each other. That means A will be equal to E. Then we have this corner and the matching corner will be here. So it would be angle F. So the right top will be equal to the right top. So the angle B will be equal to angle F. Now we have this angle. So the matching corner will be here, this. So this will be equal to this. So that means the right bottom will be equal to the right bottom. So angle C would be equal to angle G. Then we have this angle, this would be equal to this angle, so the left bottom will be equal to the left bottom, so that means D will be equal to H. So this was the corresponding angles concept. So let's talk about the alternate angles. So if the transversal is again intersecting two parallel lines, so the angles in the opposite positions are called the alternate angles. What does it mean? Two lines are parallel to each other denoted by these arrows, and the transversal is intersecting these two lines. So these are again the set of angles which we have mentioned in the last slide too. So now the alternate angles will be equal to each other. What does it mean? So if this angle is D, so the alternate would be F. So how this is an alternate? This is the left bottom, the alternate would be right top. The opposite of left is right and the opposite of bottom is top. So the left bottom will be equal to the right top. So these two angles are equal to each other. So that means angle D will be equal to F. Now we have these two, that means angle C and angle E. So this is the right bottom, so the right bottom will be equal to the left top. The opposite of right is left and the opposite of bottom is top. So angle C will be equal to angle E because these two are alternate angles. Then we have these pairs, so angle A will be equal to angle G because this is the left top and this is the right bottom. So the left top will be equal to the right bottom because opposite to left is right and opposite to top is bottom. So angle A is equal to angle G. Similarly, we have this angle B and H. This is the right top and the left bottom. These are again alternate angles and B will be equal to H. Now let's solve some of the problems related to the pair of angles. So we have the example problem 1. So if we have a straight line and we create two more lines over it forming three angles, so this complete straight angle is distributed into three angles. So now if this part is given as 3x, this part is given as 2x, and the remaining part is given as 105. And now we are asked to find out the value of x. So as you know, this is the complete straight line, so the sum of these angles would be 180 degree. So it can be given as 3x plus 105 plus 2x, that should be equal to 180. So now moving the variable on the left side and the constant on the right side, so the 5x will be equal to 180 minus 105. So the x would be equal to 75 upon 5 and the value of x will be given as 15. So now as you can see that using the concept of angles and pair of angles, we were able to find out the value of x. Now let's try another example. So the example problem 2 is given as these two parallel lines which is again intersected by a transversal, and this angle is given as 60, and we have to find out the value of all other 7 angles. So now let's use the concept of the pair of angles and let's try to find out these values. So now as you can see that this angle is 60 degree and it is making a straight line. So if this is 60, this part would be 180 minus 60 because this line is making a 180 degree. So this is 60, this is 180 minus 60, which is equal to 120 degree. So now if this is 60 degree, this will also be 60 degree because these two angles are opposite vertical angles. So this is also 60 degree, and similarly if this is 120 degree, this will also be 120 degree because these are again alternate angles. So this is 120 degree. Now if this is 60 degree, so according to the corresponding angle rule, this is the same matching corner, so this will also be 60 degree, or according to the alternate angle concept, if this angle is 60 degree, so the alternate angle is this will also be 60 degree. So again if this is 120 degree, this will also be 120 degree, and opposite to 60 we have 60 and opposite to 120 we have 120. So as you can see we had 8 angles, 1 known angle and 7 unknown angles, but using the concept of the pair of angles we were able to find out the other 7 angles. So this was all about the pair of angles. I hope you liked our video. If yes, then do like it, give your feedback in the comment section and share it as much as possible. And if you like the concept of Nurul Riazi, then do subscribe our channel and follow our Instagram page with the same handle. So see you guys in the next video.